Hello everybody and welcome back to GTA 5. We're back again with the currently unreleased vehicles as of making this, but I'm not sure if they may be out by the time this comes out. I had a request on the video of the Camacho. Someone asked if I could make the wheels bigger, like make them feel a little bit more off-roady. So I figured while I did that, that's not going to take very long because I've already modified the vehicle for make the recording run a little bit nicer. However, this one right here, the 190Z, not 190Z, as you can see, it's got very cool arches on it, but the overhang is absolutely disgusting. So I figured while we did this and changed the tyres on this and made this look fancy and all off-roady and awesome, we could take this and make it look a little bit more drifty than it currently does. Again, these have both already been modified, so we won't be going into LS Customs. So if that's the sort of video you're looking for, then check down in the description. I have already modified both of these vehicles. But otherwise, stick around and we're going to make the wheels look like they fit using a mod named V-Stancer. We'll start with a Canis Camacho. And yeah, let's get it out into some light, if you excuse the security guards that seem to be parked outside. So here she is. Currently, I don't really have much of a problem with these wheels. In fact, I think they do kind of suit the car, but I can see that these could definitely be bigger. So with a little mod called V-Stancer, you hit the colon or semicolon key on your keyboard, if it's installed, and then you get given this little menu, which is kind of easy, but kind of hard at the same time. It's easy to read and understand once you understand it, if that makes any sense at all. I don't know. So we're going to start with the tyres, and we're going to just make the wheels slightly bigger. See, that's basically what you can do with this mod. Not too much bigger, actually. I'm going more for width than anything. Oh, I've just noticed. Oh, that's cool. So as you make the wheels wider or thinner, I mean, I don't know why you'd be rolling around on literally pizza cutters, but the dish on the alloy actually gets deeper, so it stretches it out. But okay, we're gonna go around that big there. And then should we go a little bit bigger, make it actually fill the gap, and then what we can do is suspension menu, front height. No, that's not what we want to do yet. Tires, fronts, tire radius. I don't know what all of this stuff sort of does. Oh, here we go. There we go. So it sort of picks it up off the floor. So you see how before it was down. Well, you can see with the rear how it actually clips through the floor. We don't want it to do that. We want it to look like it's sort of on the ground, but not floating. So that's floating. So that's kind of not really there yet. I'd say that is on the ground. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for the rear. Rear radius, and there we go. So she's actually off the floor, but on the floor. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so far so good. She's looking pretty big, but there's a lot of clipping happening around here, and looking a bit low. So we go into the suspension menu here, and we can do visual lowering. I mean, it says lowering, but we can also do visual hiring, I guess is how you call it. And what this does is it lifts the entire body. So if we look at the rear beam, it's kind of hard to look on this vehicle here, but okay, if we look around these bits right here that I'm showing on screen, you'll see them lift up without moving the wheels. Whereas if we go for rear height, they move with the tires. So I mean, as you can tell, obviously, if we could get it as legit as possible, that would be great. So this is the original height, I believe. And then if we go to rear height, we can lift it up here a little bit. And you can actually see the spring stretch as well. It does actually affect the spring rate, which is pretty cool. It makes it either slightly bouncier or like rock solid. So you see how bouncy that is? It's actually really cool, to be honest. Okay. Still not too happy with this. While the wheels are very thick, they tuck in just a little bit too much for my liking. So we can actually change the track width, which makes them leave. I mean, if we change it all the way out, you sort of see that the hubs there don't actually connect to the wheels, but that's fine. You know, this isn't supposed to be the most real thing in the world. It's just got to look cool. And then we could do the same thing with the rear, where we make it just sit out a bunch. I mean, that's probably too far, to be fair. Front and rear, that's probably a little bit optimistic in cool looking. And maybe we can change the visual lowering so it's actually a little bit higher. Again, this does ruin the offset with the beams and stuff, but that's fine. And there's that done there. Okay, I'm going to make the tyres just a little bit bigger. And the wheel width. I just like the idea of this being an actual monster truck. Look at that. That's in my eyes anyway. I can see why people probably wouldn't like that too much. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. There we go. Cool. That's pretty much that. I mean, I think that looks cool. The spring rate is awesome. Actually, brake hard. And this would be capable of off-roading pretty much anywhere. I mean, oh my god. Cool, that was close. I thought I was going to straight up roll that then. How do I keep killing animals? Oh, there's so many bunnies there. Jeez. Alright. Just get over this fence so easy. There's a guttering somewhere here that we can look at. Is it here? There we go. So this car actually fits in the gutter perfectly almost. That's pretty damn cool. And that'll get out easily as well. So it's a bit of a monster truck. Maybe it's ruined the vehicle a little bit for you. But we're going to do something slightly different as well. Well, that was just purely offensive. I'm going to quickly make another one of these off camera. And we're going to make it a lowrider randomly. I don't know. It might look cool. I mean, spawning in another one kind of makes it look a bit like a lowrider when it's next to its counterpart that's been completely modified. But anyway, right, let's get on with this. And here it is. I never dreamt of seeing this car in metallic white on white with black rims like that. But yeah, here she is. Canis Camacho, everybody. Not so macho anymore, I guess. Still looks cool with that grille. Trying to look a little bit beefy and the no door look. This is very LA off-roader, in my opinion. It's an LA off-roader that will never see mud, right? That's what we're going for here, right? V-Stancer, do your thing. We're going to go straight for lowering. I think we're fine with leaving the wheels as just as their size at the moment. So here we go. So just lowered the rear. We're going to lower the front now. We're going to take it down quite a bit. And I'm actually going to try and maybe make the wheels a little bit smaller because they're so big. But, yep, camber. We're going to camber these a little bit as well. See if we can get them. Yeah, I'm going to make the wheels a little bit smaller actually. I know that's weird, but we want it to be like low to the floor completely. We can still do maybe wide width. You know, we have to keep this realistic for God's sake. Right, there we go. That'll do for that. Then we want them to be. Well, we want them to be on the floor, but at the same time. Well, that will be that actually. Right. Okay. So the tires are going down here. There we go. So the front and rear tires are now actually on the floor, so we can then go for a little bit lower, which just sounds ridiculous. Here we go. Visual lowering this time rather than the actual track. Sorry, not track height or anything. What I was trying to say. The actual height. Oh, she's getting low. So with the rear. And as you can see, the wheels are poking out like crazy at the rear, and we don't really want to camber the. I mean, that looks kind of cool actually. Oh, I kind of want to keep it like that. Oh, that's so cool. Should we leave the rear like that? I mean, if it goes any lower, I mean that's fitment at max. Okay, we're gonna try and leave the rear like that and just do the front height. And look how them wheels. They can't steer. If they steer, you'll clip in straight away. But you can actually do that. Make them super cambered. I mean, okay, again, when we steer, it doesn't work, but I really like how fat the wheels are. Although, actually, we're gonna go for. Maybe we should see if we can just lower it a little bit more, because that. Oh. Oh, get that tuck on. Ugh, this is looking a little bit disgusting, not gonna lie. There we go. This is the Canis Camacho, everybody. Lowered and I guess stanced. And I mean, no doubt about it. I would normally definitely have these wheels. Oh, for God's sake, the traffic here is annoying. I'm going to quickly teleport back to the place we were before. So, here she is, the decked Canis Camacho. I hate to say it, I kind of dig it. I like long, low vehicles, and this is a long-ass vehicle that's just been stupidly low. Let me just grab the other one and we'll park them side by side and sort of see. I mean, I really love the stanced version. I love this version as well, don't get me wrong. but the stance is it's more humour, you know. I mean, look. What the hell? Two awesome like variations of this. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that sums up. We'll come back to these at the end of the video anyway, don't worry. But we're moving on. We're on the 190Z now, so we're going to take this. This is fine. We don't need to make we're not going to make like an off-road version of this one. We're pretty much just going to widen the wheels a little bit, make it a bit more. I mean, this one is actually going to go for the slightly stance look because it's supposed to be a drift car. I feel anyway. So definitely needs to have that drift car feel, and that tuck is not something we want. We want a little bit of tuck, but the wheels, they do not fit in the arches until this guy comes out. We're going to go straight to the suspension menu, and we're just going to change the track width first, and you see that. But the thing is then is the tyres are a bit thin, so we go to the tyres, make the wheel width a bit thicker. Unfortunately, you don't have the choice between making the front and rear a bit thicker, so you just need to kind of pick the best option here. I feel like that's decent. And then wheel size, is it fine? I feel like maybe a little bit smaller actually. Or it's kind of hard. Yeah, that there. Front down, well, that be down quite a bit. Same with the rear, down quite a bit. Does that look like it's touching? Does that look real? Looks real to me. Okay, cool. And then suspension menu. Front camber, we need camber. We need camber in our life so bad. And to be fair, even with the gap, like not even a low car, that looks way cooler than it did before, just because the arches, the wheels filled to the arches a little bit more. Rear track width needs to be a bit further out, and then the rear height can actually be lower. We shouldn't have to do any body lowering with this because we can actually lower it the proper way. Here we go. Oh god, look at it. Again, this is probably... Oh! It doesn't clip too much. In fact, I think my car in real life genuinely has this issue where the tyres hit the arches like that. Or not so much anymore because they kind of scraped it away a little bit. But yeah, we can always add a little bit more camber there. Kind of makes left turning okay and right turning this side okay, but that's about it. It's, you know. Front track width is fine. It's not like as close fitment as I'd really want. Rear camber would just do the tiniest bit. Rear height, we can absolutely deck the rear because, well, we don't even have a freaking exhaust. So, how long till the tires poke through? Oh, okay, not very long at all. Which means if we take it off road, well, this isn't an off road car, the rear will probably, yeah, the rear poke through a little bit there. But that's actually, this is all right for road driving, I guess. We can maybe make it a little bit higher, and then visual lowering. We'll leave that alone actually. But yeah, wow, that was quite the quick one. That's why I sort of did two of the other one. This is more grey as well. It looks like a very grey car rather than a green one. But again, another vehicle saved by the V-Stancer mod. It's been ages since I used that mod, but I'm definitely thinking about using it even more. I'm thinking about making another video on the V-Stancer mod. Unless, oh my god, look at the dish on them wheels actually. I did not even focus on that. That is freaking awesome. Oh, it's such a good mod. And then obviously taking it off-road just doesn't work because it's definitely not an off-roader. We'll make our way back to the airfield just very quickly and then just finish up, I guess. So here is our three pieces of art we've done today. We have the 190Z or 190Z, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Looking low and cool, although I think... Do the wheels go back to normal when you get out of the car? They actually don't. I thought they did. Or maybe I'm looking at something wrong. I don't know. And then obviously we've got Canis Camacho number 1, my favourite variation in my opinion. Canis Camacho number 2, second favourite. I mean, these both to me are better than how it comes normally. It's something I didn't really realise I wanted, was it to be bigger or smaller, until I actually did it. To be honest, when I saw the comment, I was just like, yeah, because, you know, a request is a request, I'm going to do it anyway. But it's genuinely really cool. And then this bad boy right here, I mean, it actually, it's just cool. It's just awesome. But yeah, let me know if you want me to stance any more vehicles. I'm thinking about making something with one of these bad boys because, I mean, we haven't really addressed these on YouTube yet. But yeah, let me know what you want to see, and I will happily oblige. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, remember to hit thumbs up. If you like my videos, go and hit subscribe, and I will see you in a bit.